Hey, and welcome back to the Bigg Nate Show. It's Friday, June 15th, 2012. I'm Bigg Nate, and I'm bringing you the best of what I think is important in my life. I got to expand this a little bit, don't I? I mean, I got to think of things outside the box. Yesterday, we talked about the Sonics because I live here in Seattle and how they're trying to build a new arena to entice a team to come here. Um, but a little note on that. That means taking a team away from somebody else. I see. You know what? Expand the league. We can go up to 48 teams. I mean, there's enough talent in the college ranks to support that. I mean, it may not seem that way at the beginning, but I just think it would make it more sense, and more the merrier, right? If you love basketball, why not have 48 teams, or look at different markets that are maybe a little bit smaller, and figure out a way to bolster those up. With so much traction going on, and then the NBA lockout that happened, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, if the Sonics get a team, it's because the other city basically sucks and doesn't want to support their team. Much like the Seattle Sonics did. Excuse me. The Hawks were in the same boat though for a while. My hat keeps messing me up. I look all GQ, with my Punisher hat. Yo. Anyway, sports is it's a funny business. Much like music is a funny business. Speaking of music, I just got the new release from Peace Marcuscio, friends of the show. They've been on the playlist. They've been Rock Out ALS supporters. If you don't know Rock Out ALS, you can find them on Facebook. They're a charity that supports music to spread the awareness of ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease, and that's part of one of the charities that I sponsor. Um, Peace Marcuscio is a great band. They shot a video that I didn't get to go to because I had to work, and it was in West Seattle, and it was a rainy, nasty day. But they put tarps over the back fence and made like a little stage area, and the video turned out really, really awesome. And you can actually find those guys. You can actually find those guys at on YouTube, and at I think the site is Absolute Punk. .net is the place that's sponsored them, and they have a YouTube channel that they're featuring Peace Mercutio on. So you got to check those guys out. Maybe I'll get to sign this website. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. Because I know they have YouTube. Yep, they do. They have the YouTubes, as well as Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, all that crap. Um, so yeah, go check out Absolute Punk Music Men's Broken Hearts, and that's absolutepunk.net. And then look over under Yellow Cab, and they've got the music video premiere of Peace Mercutio right there. Boom. Nice, huh? That's going to be awesome. I got a comment the other day, just to show you that they are working. And I got a comment from a viewer, and he would like me to give him a shout out. Now, I think I know who this person is. They haven't revealed their identity, but I'm pretty sure I know who this person is. So today's shout out goes to Mr. Gashaman. That's right, Mr. Gashaman. Um, there's your shout out. We thank you for sponsoring the show. Um, and that's his PlayStation Network ID. Whoa. So I guess if you want to look up Mr. Gashaman, he might play with you if you say, "Hey, I know Bigg Nate and the Bigg Nate Show." So yeah, Mr. Gashaman. I don't have PlayStation Network. I only have a PS2. I'm kind of old fashioned when it comes to the Sony stuff. I have a Xbox 360, and we have a Wii, and I have my computers, and that's about it. So anyway, you know what? Let's go look really quick to find out what's going on. Oh, tomorrow I work from 9 a.m. to 2 in the morning at the Fremont Fair. All right, it's like a festival down in the Fremont area of Seattle, which is just east of Ballard. You might have heard of the Fremont Bridge. There's a troll that lives underneath there, and he's grabbing a Volkswagen Beetle, and he's doing his thing. He's like, oh, and he's got a big old beard. But somebody sculpted that, and it lives under the Fremont Bridge. And the Fremont Bridge basically ties the Aurora Avenue to Capitol or to Queen Anne Hill, which is the northwest side of where the Space Needle is. So, if you've never been to Seattle, it's a great place to come. The weather is not as bad as people think. I mean, yeah, it does rain, but if you're going to travel in the summertime, that's what I suggest. Sometime between July and October, and that's the best time to come. A really good time of year is like right before school starts, um, like Labor Day weekend. That's just crazy, insane fun. All kinds of stuff going on. So let's see. Hey, honey, what was the name of that Brian guy? Brian Banks? Okay, so there's this guy named Brian Banks, and 10 years ago he was accused of raping this girl from his high school. You might have heard of him. Um, it later comes out that she confessed to not being raped by him, but because he took the plea deal, even though he was innocent, he spent 10 years in jail. So he got out when he was about, what's that, honey? 5 of your 10-year sentence? I was, okay, so he's been, basically, he was 5 years in jail. So he got out when he was like 21, 22 years old, and then was under basically monitoring on probation for 5 years. Got off of that. At the time that he was accused of this, he was the star college prospect from his high school football team as a linebacker. And this was the one of the like big, really awesome schools in California that produce a lot of NFL players. The high school does. But he did his time, and then he comes back out, and the girl comes to him later and confesses, which they then got on tape because he wore a wire, and she confessed to him that, yeah, you didn't rape me, but she was pressured into it, or whatever the reason. And then her family made off with they schooled the school system or something because it was like at school or something, and they got like $1.5 million settlement out of it. And so now they can't be found. The whole family just disappeared. And I guess if you have $1.5 million of money that you don't, you'd either have to give back or even be sued yourself for falsely, accusing somebody. They've disappeared. They don't know where they are. They will surface eventually. Trust me, justice will be done. But this Brian Banks character, he's a he's a class act. I mean, all he's ever wanted to do was play football. He went to school. I think he graduated from college, but he never played football in college. And then he just all of a sudden he got an offer from Pete Carroll because he was signed to go to USC while Carroll was there. So Pete Carroll's like, hey, why don't you come up and try out, because he stayed in shape. He's still a really good athlete, and they impressed. They had like a 3-day workout. He impressed the coaches so much with his ability that they brought him into minicamp this last week, and so they've had him there. I really hope he gets a chance to play for the Hawks, because that would be so awesome. Because since he did so well, other coaches and other teams now are offering him a chance to come play for them. But the Hawks saw him first, so the Hawks are going to get a chance to lock this guy down and hopefully give him a career in the NFL at a linebacker position that we obviously need help in. So that's really cool stuff. I mean, that's like a voice for the unjust being justified. So, and then Elroy has a project on that, so we have to work on that this weekend. He's got a lot of stuff to do before he can finish up the year. School's almost out for my kids, which is good, because then I can put them into indentured servitude, but they don't listen to me anyway, so we already talked about that on one episode. Look, people, it comes down to this. This is supposed to be an interactive YouTube channel. It's supposed to have you guys, commenting on certain episodes and allowing me to interact with you guys. So leave video responses. I really respect those. I really like the fact that you would take the time to throw something down on video, and it doesn't have to be perfectly edited. None of my shows are perfectly edited. I don't just sit there and like, oh, stop, jump cut, pop, 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 pop. Phil DeFranco, That is your style. I understand that. I still love you. Philly D, you were the man. All right? But I'm not going to sit there and if I'm having a conversation with somebody, oh, wait, stop. Can we rewind that and let me say it again? No. I don't work that way. All right? That's not how you talk to somebody. If you say something and you fuck up what you say, wait, excuse me, pardon me. I said something that wasn't right. I apologize. This is what I meant to say. And either people take it or not. I mean, you can read a lot about a person about what they say the first thing because that's what's in their mind, right? They might be thinking a certain way, and it reads a lot into your character by being able to do that. Me, I'm unscripted. I'm a free voice. I'm just out there spewing my ranting, whatever it may be out there. You either enjoy it or you don't. You can shut me off anytime you want just by clicking the button. All right? But the fact is that I bring what I'm saying straight from my cognitive thoughts on the moment. I'm not thinking about this stuff. I didn't think like, oh, well, maybe we should talk about this Brian Bates guy. He just popped into my head. So I just started talking about him. And my wife doesn't like it because she just whatever. Shut up. Well, I'm not well informed because I haven't really read the article. I'm gathering my information from my loved ones who I'm trusting to feed and nurture me this wonderful knowledge. Anyway, I'm going to do some more research on that. I'll bring it back up next week. And do you know about the Fremont Fair? Yeah, no comment. That's what I thought. I don't know. Married life. It's wonderful. But I piss her off way more than she pisses me off. I guess that's my prerogative for being just who I am. Because I'm so cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so cool. Anyway, Beat the Geek Trivia. Yeah, that's right. Beat the Geek. What is it? Beat the Geek. It's beatthegeek.com, right? Let me go to my Facebook. Going to my Facebook. I'm going to look at my broham, Mr. Mark Ricker. Beat the Geek Trivia is something I do every Sunday. And I'm hoping to be able to bring this live to you guys. Do like a live cast of it. That would be so awesome. Let's see. Mr. Ricker, man. So here's the subjects for this week's Horseshoe Saloon. Mark Ricker is going to have Cage, of course. She's going to be our host. So it's Beat the Geek Sundays with Cage at the Horseshoe Saloon, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Current events, Who's Your Daddy? Famous daddies of famous kids. Picture round will include Disney versus Marvel. We also have music of the 90s with hip-hop. And I don't know. What's I-O mean? I don't know either. It says I/O. I-O. I'll have to figure that one out. Anyway, and if you bring your dad or a picture of your dad, you get +3 bonus points. Score. Last week we won. It was awesome. So, Beat the Geek Trivia. If you're into trivia, leave trivia questions, and I'll try to answer them for you live on the air. I won't even do any research. I'll just say if I know it or not, and then I will go look it up live. All right. So leave your trivia questions in the comments below. This train wreck is brought to you by Bigg Nate and the Bigg Nate Show, and my other show, The Playlist, which I'm bringing back, and Viso Music. Yeah, my employers. If you go to viso.tv, it shows everything that you can do. If you have a YouTube channel and you have 1,000 views or hits per day, you too can be monetized with the help of your AdSense and Viso. Music is my domain, so that's what I do. I do the music thing. And peace, love, harmony, all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you for taking the time, and I'm going to call it good for tonight because, well, my wife's probably getting really annoyed by now. So peace out, people. YouTube Nation, all that good stuff. I'm Bigg Nate. We'll see you next time.